We were a little nervous that this might not be available.
And it wasn't.
No, it really wasn't. Ah, that's hot. Never thought in a million years I'd be fly fishing and smell gingerbread waffles.
Tonight for dinner, we're gonna be having chicken marsala. I had to think about it for a minute.
If this was warmer temperatures, I would be going down here and swimming and jumping off into that big hole.
We have been waiting for this moment for 4 years. This is one of our favorite places to camp in our home state of Arkansas. And this bridge has been out for 4 years. We have not been able to access our favorite camping location, and it's rebuilt.
This is the nicest bridge in all the Ouachita National Forest.
Look at that concrete. And this is a way better bridge than what was here prior. This bridge was originally washed out from a huge rainstorm that flooded the entire area. Right here, they piled up a bunch of dirt so people couldn't come over, and there was no way that you could access the other end of this road with the beautiful campsite that we always camped out when we stayed here.
It was our favorite camping spot. However, Kellie always knew in her heart that this would be rebuilt. I had no faith. I thought they were just going to leave it blocked off and say, no, the bridge is destroyed. We don't ever have to fix it. But whenever we got a message that this has been fixed, we had to come check it out.
Yeah, so we had to see it for ourselves with our own eyes.
Babe, drive the truck across. We're doing the maiden voyage right now.
Okay.
Do the maiden voyage. I cannot believe that this is rebuilt. The maiden voyage, y'all. It's been done.
Wow, that is so nice. And the road is graded. I was afraid that it was going to be grown up, but yay, let's do it.
There it is, babe. Our old camping spot. Right.
Can't even see much right now. Oh, right here.
There, yeah.
Wow.
Man, it is grown up.
It is.
There hasn't been a single person camp here since we last camped here. You can tell. We used to put our tent right there, and Kellie would put her kitchen right here, or right here. And then we would just spend all day out there.
Good time.
After further analyzation, we determined it's really cold back here. All day, we forgot that this mountain in the winter blocks the sun. No sun heats up here. We got out earlier up on the road and it was a lot warmer, and we're freezing. It's going to be cold the whole time we're here because of that. And I forgot, that's why we like this spot so much in the summer, because it blocked the sun all day and kept it cooler than the rest of the valley.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really cold, like no lie back here.
This is a summer spot, not a winter spot.
But I am happy to know that the road is open and it is available at our own use, that we would like to come back here. And we've checked it out. It's been on my noggin. I've been thinking about it for a while. Oh, it feels good in here.
Oh man, this is nice. This is nice.
But we have another spot up ahead that we passed a minute ago. It was available. I think we're gonna go back there. It gets sun at least 4 hours of the day, if not more. And so it was a lot warmer up there. We decided on this spot literally right down the road over the second bridge, and it gets sun in the middle of the day. So it'll be warm, it'll be nice. And it's a really great spot. We've actually never camped here before. And look at all this firewood.
Dude, we ain't gotta go nowhere.
I know. Nice.
One thing we have to do is fix the fire ring, because this is
It's kind of jumbled.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like what right here or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
What do you think?
This looks good.
Cool beans, let's do it. Just turn the heat on so we can get a little toasty in here for a second while we're setting everything up. I decided I wanted to make some tea for us, so we're gonna make a delicious little tea. We're gonna go with a lemon balm. We're gonna let those cool off in here. We've got some work to do, building a new fire pit. It's a little ridiculous how much firewood there is over here. Like, this is crazy amounts of firewood. And I'm loving every minute of it.
And I got some new items recently. I didn't like the saw I had last week. I've got this bad boy. The other one was flopping around too much. And a real shovel for once in our lives. Kellie is in love with a shovel. That's what I call an Odin fire. Looks good, honey.
We have so much wood. I saw the first tree, and I guess it's part of that tree. I looked back, I was like, there's so much wood here. We got a lot of burning to do.
A lot of the Lord's work is what we call it. A little TLC, a little cleanup. This is also one of the spots that was after the bridge, so it's been 4 years since anybody's camped here.
I didn't even see this much wood down at the other. It was probably all buried in leaves.
Yeah, there was a lot more
wood.
wood.
Cleared out.
That or people in side-by-sides were just driving down this road, because this keeps going back. I honestly don't know how far, because every single time we used to camp here, there would be someone here, someone down there, and we just never drove in here.
Does it look clearance-wise we could make it with the camper? Like trees and stuff?
It's iffy. Looks a little tight, like right there. It's a 50-50 chance. Well, while Kellie deals with the fire, she wants to stay warm. Since we've never been back this way, I think I am gonna go walk down this way and see what there is to see. Okie dokie, here's the first spot. It's not very far from camp. We're right there. This is nice. This is Uptown High Rent right here. You've got 2 creeks coming in and giving you a nice swimming hole. The only downside is there's camping spots right next to each other, so you probably won't have privacy in the summer. Someone might camp right next to you. And you never know what kind of people you're gonna get next to you. And it appears that that's the last spot because the dead end's right here. That's all she wrote. That wasn't a very long trek. I assume we could just pull in right here, or back in right there. I think we could do this. Got this little McDonald's cup here. Let Kellie know we might have a really cool camping spot.
So?
I think you need to go check it out. It's right there, I can see it. That's it.
I can see it.
Let's go down there.
Well, it's a little cold though.
No, it's not cold enough to do that. You gotta see it. She's gotta see it, right? You gotta see it.
Okay, the man in the fire.
That's the creek that we were always camped off up there, and this is another feeder creek. And then there's a gate right there, and it ends.
So it's only these 2?
Yep, it's just these 2 spots. For years and years, I've always wondered what was back here.
There's always people here. Anytime we had come to camp, that's why we just kept going, and we went to that spot back there. And I think everybody takes these spots first, because that one, we never had a problem getting that one spot back there. But it is only...
If you're a stick, don't make Kellie mad. She's going to take you back to the fire.
You're burned. Yeah, I guess everybody just takes these because they think, well, there might be somebody there, so let me hurry and take this spot. We never had an issue back there getting it.
Oh, you got some hot coals in here now, babe. Good Lord. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, that's hot. Yeah.
You got a short stick.
It did have a real short stick.
We're making some sandwiches tonight with eggplant. We're gonna fry the eggplant. Oh, hope that's not bad. Uh-oh. Good Lord. When does it end?
We might not be having any eggplant tonight.
There.
Was it the end? Okay.
Okay. We're still gonna be having fried eggplant tonight. We're just gonna slice it into little pieces like that, and we're gonna fry it in the pan with breadcrumbs and flour, and we're gonna make some sandwiches. All right, let's get ready. We're gonna put the eggplant in the egg first. Then in our flour mixture is flour, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and onion powder. We're gonna make a spread for the sandwiches. This is Cody's favorite part. It's gonna be mayonnaise, and I do equal parts. Mayonnaise, and then the harissa spicy pepper sauce. And we got the spicy one. Did you realize that?
No, but I like spice. This is gonna be good. Okay, Kelly just had a really scared look on her face.
I didn't pay attention. I thought we got the mild. That's okay. I'll let you be the taster. So we're just gonna mix it up, and it looks like this really beautiful paste. Usually it's no lumps in there, but we've got all the spices in there.
You know, I'll try with the chip.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Is it hot?
That's not hot. Good.
I don't know hot at all.
Equal parts good? Or you want more?
More heat. Put more of this stuff in there. That's what we need.
Here. Do one more. That's good.
That's better. That's better. I can taste the heat now.
Yeah, perfect.
What else you got going on, honey?
Now I've got our pan heating up to toast some bread. We got butter in there. The bread that we found, I didn't have time to make homemade bread. I have been making homemade bread, but this is an organic bread sourdough, and it has the everything seasoning on it. A little Roma tomato. I'm just gonna slice that up. All right, let's get ready and make our sandwiches. We got our little paste going on first. I don't want to do too much because every time I do a lot, it just gets super messy. Even though we want a lot, but... Alright, and then we have our eggplant. Tomato. And lettuce. Spring mix is what I bought. You can use whatever you want. Okay. And we feast.
And of course, don't forget the good old Boulder olive oil, sea salt, kettle style potato chips. That's a mouthful. I did not mean to pour out half the bag.
Huh?
So I did not mean to pour out half the bag. We'll share those chips. How about that?
Yeah, those bags do not have much going on in them. So good though.
The heat, right when it first hits your lips, it's good.
This morning we're leaving before breakfast because Cody wants to try to go fishing down at the Little Missouri River, and I'm gonna cook breakfast down there. There's a huge open parking lot, and it's hopefully in direct sunlight. It was yesterday, and we're gonna do breakfast there. He's gonna fish while I cook breakfast.
We just drove down probably maybe 3 miles, maybe 2 miles down the road to a day use area, because this is the location that they stock rainbow trout. And I looked on the fishing report, and this month they stocked about 1,000 rainbow trout here. And I promised Kelly that I would catch my limit, probably not cook them tonight, but freeze them up to cook for another day. All right, babe, I'm about to go catch you some fish for dinner.
While Cody's fishing, I'm gonna be making waffles. They're gingerbread waffles, and we're really stoked about that because I now have a waffle iron. This is a cast iron waffle iron that can be used over the campfire or on a gas stove. And we haven't had waffles in years, well, besides when we were at the farm, because I used to have an electric waffle maker, and then since we lived on the road full time, I had to get rid of it. It's huge. I don't even know where I'd store it, and it's electric. So this is perfect, and I cannot wait to make these waffles. Cody's been wanting these gingerbread waffles for how long? Like, you've been asking.
5 years.
Every Christmas he asked for these waffles, and I'm like, I don't have a waffle maker.
And then she makes the mistake of asking me, Cody, you can have anything you want. Just what do you want? I said gingerbread waffles. She's like, you know I can't make that. I'm like, but you said anything. All right, babe. 5 is my limit. Hopefully I can catch one while you're cooking.
Okay, good luck.
Now this is the gate that they unlock. The fish truck comes back here and they stock this river, this part of the river. They start in November and they end, I think, in March or even April. And where I'm gonna go is right over there on that little rock outcrop, since I don't have waders. If I had waders, I'd go out right here. You know, at this current moment, if I don't catch anything, being right here is all worth it.
Okay, so we've got some brown sugar, and I've got 1 egg. And I'm going to whisk all that together. Looks like that. We got some buttermilk. And this is some molasses. We don't need that much molasses, but I couldn't really see because of the buttermilk was blocking my view. So we're going to mix that all up. Now we need some melted butter, so I've got my skillet on the stove, and I'm going to measure out some butter here. I actually want to start using my new butter. I started buying this kind of butter, Amish, and the reason I've never bought it before is because it doesn't come in the specifically broken out amounts that you need for whatever recipe you're doing. But I really want to start using it because it tastes so good. Okay, this is going to be a mess. Whoops. Okay, we've got our melted butter going in this bowl here, and we're going to whisk that in really good. We're going to do all of our flour and other ingredients in this bowl here. We've got our flour, baking powder, we have some ginger, cinnamon, some allspice, and then baking soda. We have salt. Okay, we're going to give this a whisk. And then the special ingredient, we've got crystallized ginger. Chop that up. Wow, that is delicious. Mix all that up. Okay, now we're going to pour in our liquid ingredient over here. Blend that all together. Okay, we're going to preheat the waffle iron. I did already pre-season this cast iron waffle maker around Christmas time. I did get it for Christmas, so we were at my parents' house. I went ahead and took advantage of their oven to season it and get it ready to go. Now, it's the first time I've ever used it, so I do not know how much batter to put in here. I guess we'll find out. That was always my problem with the electric one, is I usually overfill it. Or I don't fill it enough. Okay, let's see here. Best way to dump it out. Okay.
I just got this giant whiff of gingerbread smell coming down the river. And I know what that means. That means Kelly might almost be done with breakfast. And it smells amazing. Never thought in a million years I'd be fly fishing and smell gingerbread waffles. It's a pretty magical experience, really. I could smell it floating down the river.
Yeah, I was wondering how you were gonna know when it was ready.
I could smell it. I want to see this thing in action.
I mean, it's already done. It's done.
That's pretty handy.
Oh, lift that up.
Yes, ma'am. On it.
I shouldn't take them out like that.
That works.
I can taste the crystallized ginger. It's really good.
I think the last time we had these was when we lived in the house and we got snowed in.
Was it really?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit warmer, so I thought I'd put on the closest version of a pair of waders I have, which is my Chacos. I can at least get my feet wet. They might feel like icicles, but I can get them wet. And I thought I would try a rooster tail on my ugly stick rod and see if they'll bite that, because I didn't have a single bite a minute ago.
While Cody's fishing, I've already cleaned up the dishes, and I'm gonna come over here and stretch in the sunshine. I already have my mats over here. Thought I would utilize this flat piece of concrete and not have to get the tarp out. I'm gonna take a little walk down to the water. It's turned out to be a pretty nice day. Let's see. Oh, this water is just so pretty. I can never get over it. I'm not sure exactly where Cody is. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of cold still. Ah, my feet. Whew. Yeah. Well, I didn't catch a single fish. Not a single bite either. And I got a little cocky last week, babe, with that one bass I caught.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to catch Kelly a whole mess of fish today.
Crazy.
I think it's just God trying to humble me, pretty much. But we wanted to go check out a waterfall that we haven't seen in a long time, and it's probably one of the coolest waterfalls in the region, Little Missouri Falls.
We're now at the Little Missouri Falls parking area, and I was kind of shocked when we pulled in here. I've never been here, and the parking lot is just almost completely empty except for one vehicle. So we might actually have it to ourselves a little bit today. Anytime we come to this area, we don't particularly come to the falls every single time. We usually would just camp in a certain area and visit the falls every now and then.
My parents used to bring me here to the Little Missouri Falls when I was a kid back in the early 90s. And back then, this fancy bridge that we're about to go over was not there. I don't even know if there was a bridge or if it was a little wooden, little dinky bridge. Right where we're walking right now is the earliest memory I have of the exact moment I fell in love with the outdoors. Right in this area. The sun was over here coming through the green tree leaves, and I knew I love nature. One of the coolest moments of my life. Howdy, y'all. Good, how are y'all? Howdy.
It's so pretty.
If this was warmer temperatures, I would be going down here and swimming and jumping off into that big hole. That spot right there, heck, let's go ahead and go to it. This spot becomes an awesome little slide, natural slide. The rock is real smooth. And you can just slide right into that deep hole. My old stomping ground, y'all. Brings back a lot of memories.
Welcome back to camp.
We were a little nervous that this might not be available.
And it wasn't.
No, it really wasn't. You can see right now the U.S. Forestry Service, they're over there. They were grading and they were parked here so they can make a fire line back here for a controlled burn later this winter, early spring maybe. And they said, yeah, we're about to leave. And I'm like, cool, man, because we were really wanting this spot back.
We had all our wood pre-cut up and then they just ran like right over it, so we had to move it.
They even pushed our tree back. That's the reason this area has such clean vegetation, is they come through, they do a control burn. If not, if you look along the river and on that side, the whole entire forest would be real thick. Honestly, it looks a lot better.
We're doing our own little control burn here. The spot's been inhabited for years, so we got to do our own little cleanup.
Nice clean cut.
Okay, here comes the other half of the Forest Service. I'm sure you can hear it, it's very loud.
But this is how they maintain all the forest roads around here. So you think these guys to be able to drive a vehicle through this area. That'd be so much fun to drive one of those. It's getting hot.
Huh?
The shovel's getting hot.
Tonight for dinner, we're gonna be having chicken marsala. I had to think about it for a minute. We've already got mashed potatoes with chicken marsala. We've already got our potatoes. They're chopped up in the water, boiling. We're gonna season our chicken. We're gonna fry the chicken first. So pan is already heating up. For the chicken, it's just gonna be salt, pepper, garlic powder.
And just like the waffles earlier, this is a dish I have been requesting for probably about a month, I'd have to say.
A couple of weeks. All right, so we're gonna wait for this to heat up. We also have some flour. We're gonna coat the chicken with flour as well. We use my little spoon so I don't have to wash my hands of this E. coli. All right, let's start our chicken. Okay, we're just gonna cook those a couple minutes each side. While we're cooking the chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and slice up my mushrooms. I'm doing a baby bell mushroom. Our chicken's done, so it's time for mushrooms. We're gonna put in some of our new butter that actually smells so good while it's cooking. Just wanna add more. And we're gonna throw in our mushrooms. Let those saute. Time for the potatoes. I've already thrown some butter in there. I'm taking my little masher and we're just gonna get them all mashed up. And I like a ton of butter in my mashed potatoes. So we've already started with a little bit. That'll get us going. And then we can add some more once we get them mashed up.
We started with a little bit. We're gonna end with a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of butter. If you don't like butter and you don't like bacon, you don't like any of my food. All right.
Oh, more butter.
Yeah, these things need butter. They're just not good.
No. Wow, that is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now to our mushrooms, we're gonna add in garlic. We're gonna add Marsala wine. We're gonna add in some heavy cream. We're gonna slowly add in our chicken. Snug as a bug. Hopefully we can get them all in there. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna let that thicken up. Okay, we are ready to serve this deliciousness. Yummo. I still have 2 little bitty breasts in here for seconds. What you think?
Amazing. You really don't need a knife. You can just cut through the chicken with a fork, dude.
Oh yeah?
Add a little pressure to it. It's solid.
Well, we have enjoyed this beautiful spot, but it is time for us to move on to our next big adventure.
But we'll catch you on the other.
Bye.